So I've been doing some deep inner psychological work on myself recently with the world's #1 therapist, ChatGPT. So I've kind of had this lifelong feeling of longing, and I've often associated it with like loneliness, and there's a sadness and depression aspect to it too. And I thought it was just loneliness though. I thought mostly like, okay, I'm sad and depressed because I'm lonely. But then like, I made a lot of friends, and you know, I'm pretty outgoing in public, or at least like come off that way to other people. And I don't have an issue talking to strangers. I don't have an issue making friends. My issue that I'm coming to figure out finally after all these years is that it's not enough, right? And not enough for who? Not enough for me. I'm the one saying that. I'm the one always saying, well, I did this, but it's not enough. Ooh, I did this felt good for a little bit, but you know, after about a week, after a day, after a few hours, whatever the short time limit, I just go back to thinking that it's not enough. And it's not even like I'm lonely. It's not even like the sadness or depression, like those could all be kind of part of it. Those aren't entirely wrong, but the core of it, unless there's a whole other layer I still have to find out, but the core of it that I'm getting to now is this not enough thing. And I don't have a definition of enough. I don't, like, that's the problem, right? Like, how could you be enough if you don't know what enough is? And here I think is where it's rooted, is I grew up a straight A student, and it was like, all right, my life's fucked up, relationships are fucked up, shit's fucked up with my parents, got addicted to drugs in high school, but I still graduated 10th in my class. I still had straight A's because there was this objective authority called the education system that kept telling me, bro, you're enough. Like, you're in the 90% up of enough, always. You're always 90% up and above. And I'm like, yeah, that's enough. You know, it's not like I needed to get 100. I just wanted to be like, you know, 95 usually and above. You know, 90 and above I would settle for. But like, I wanted to be 95 and above. I was like, yeah, that's enough. You know, 100's like kind of crazy. It's like a shit ton of work. Sometimes I'd get 100s, but it's like I didn't need that. You know, it was enough to be 95. And, you know, so like I had a standard, and I knew when I hit it, and I was able to hit it all the time. And now that I don't have this objective standard, I no longer have the definition of enough. I don't know what the 95% is. I don't know what the fucking A is. So it's like, I just keep giving myself F's. And then, you know, it's like, oh, you did good on that assignment. You know, A on that assignment, A on that assignment, F for the quarter. It's like, why F for the quarter? Why no matter how many A's I get, how many individual things I rack up that I feel good about, how come I still am failing to just feel like enough as a person? And it's because I have no fucking idea what that is. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what the definition of enough is for like a human, for a person. Is it money? Is it financial? Like, what if I was making $1 million a month? Would that be enough? Would I feel like enough? You know, like that's part of where my mind's going with it. Like, to go back into the system, right? What does society objectively say, you know, is the grading standard? Or not objectively, but kind of pluralistically or majority kind of rule, it's money, right? That's the measure of success. So it's like, maybe I think about how to make more money, but at the same time, bro, I'm pretty good at getting the things I think I want. And after I get most of them, I still say that shit's not enough. So it's like, you know, and GPT agrees. It goes, yeah, money helps with a lot of problems, this and that, but you're not hungry, you're not fucking homeless. So how do you know that it's still just not gonna be enough even if you got that money? And it's probably right. So it's like, what the fuck is enough? Does anyone who's listening to this, do any of you fucking feel like enough? Is anybody enough out there? And how did you wrap your head around that? Like, how do you get to this enoughness point? How do you decide what's enough? I'm not sure how to do it. I will figure it out. I'm fucking resilient. I'm a survivor. I fucking succeed and win, and I'm persistent, so I'll get there. But I could use help, you know, to speed up the process. You know, think about everything I just said and let me know your fucking thoughts. If you have solutions, let me know in the comments below this video. Let me know what's good.